Oklahoma superintendents say no to Ryan Walters' Bible directive. Love's Travel Stops is looking to expand ethanol fuel infrastructure and EV charging stations. And the Cherokee Nation celebrated its 72nd national holiday over the weekend. We'll have a recap coming up on the KGOU AM News Brief for Tuesday, September 3rd. I'm Nick Daniels. Dozens of Oklahoma superintendents say they will not change their practices for State Superintendent Ryan Walters' Bible directive, which says every classroom must have a Bible and schools must incorporate it as an instructional resource. State Impact's Beth Wallace reports on the results of a new survey.
State Impact sent a survey to superintendents and 54 responded. About 90% say they are not changing their policies to require educators to teach about the Bible. About 75% say they are not providing physical copies of the Bible to every classroom, and about 2/3 say they are concerned about potential retaliation from the State Department for noncompliance. Chuck McCauley is the superintendent at Bartlesville Public Schools. Like the majority of other respondents, he says the main reason for not making changes at his district is because state law says only districts have the authority to make decisions about instructional materials.
At the end of the day, my job is to do what I think is the right thing to do and follow the law. And to me, the law clearly says what we're doing is right. So that's what we're going to continue to do.
Asked for a response to the survey results, a spokesperson for Walters says districts are required to teach the state academic standards, and Walters, quote, has a wide range of tools to deal with rogue districts who may try to test this fact. State Impact asked, because the standards have not changed, are schools that haven't changed their practices out of compliance with the standards? The department did not respond. For State Impact, I'm Beth Wallace.
Read more about the survey and the superintendent's responses at kgou.org. Oklahoma's next legislative leaders are speaking out about challenges they'll face next session, including how to approach State Superintendent Ryan Walters. OPMX's Ben Abrams has this report.
At a major Tulsa Regional Chamber event on Thursday, Kyle Hilbert, Oklahoma's next Speaker of the House, and Lonnie Paxton, the state's next Senate Pro Tem, were asked what they hope to see from Walters in the near future. Representative Hilbert says the number one thing he wants to see from Walters is better communication. Meanwhile, Senator Paxton says those working in the classroom shouldn't be concerned about their jobs due to issues at the State Department of Education.
I think there's a lot of, fear with the educators that they're going to say something or do something that's going to get them in trouble. And I said, just do what you've always done and go teach.
Walters has been at the center of several controversies during his tenure as state superintendent, from an accreditation class with Tulsa Public Schools to a contentious mandate for schools to teach the Bible. In Tulsa, I'm Ben Abrams.
Changes are coming to some Love's Travel Stops. The Oklahoma City-based company is going to add more ethanol fuel infrastructure and add EV charging stations to multiple locations. OPMX's Anna Pope has the details.
Love's is going to furnish 245 E15 dispensers and ethanol storage tanks at roughly 36 stations. The goal is to increase the amount of ethanol sold by about 32.5 million gallons a year. The company is getting a $7.5 million grant through a U.S. Department of Agriculture program to install the ethanol fuel infrastructure. The program is to create infrastructure capacity to grow the sales of renewable fuels. Love's is also adding more electric vehicle chargers in 19 states, including Oklahoma. The company broke ground on next-generation charging stations in a couple of New York stores, and construction is expected to take place in Oklahoma next year. In Oklahoma City, I'm Anna Pope.
The Cherokee National Holiday has wrapped up for the 2024 season. OPMX's Katie Hallam has a recap.
Over the Labor Day weekend, the Cherokee Nation celebrated its 72nd Cherokee National Holiday. The three-day event saw over 100,000 visitors from across the nation gathered in Tahlequah for the official homecoming and reunion of the Cherokee people. This year's holiday theme, Weaving Our Future Together, featured a multitude of community events, including traditional games, fellowship, food, art, and of course, dancing. At an address on Saturday, Chief Chuck Hoskin encouraged citizens to move forward into the next year with the same unity as their ancestors.
In our time, with all the blessings we have, with all the progress we've made, with all the strength we've built up, with the wind at our back, let us feel that same sense of urgency.
The event marks the signing of the Cherokee Constitution and is meant to commemorate Cherokee leaders in 1839 after their forced removal. In Tahlequah, I'm Katie Hallam.
Read more news at our website, kgou.org, and follow the KGOU PM NewsBrief podcast.
The candidates for November are set.
I know Donald Trump's type.
Between now and Election Day,
we are not going back.
A campaign season unfolding faster.
Kamala Harris is not getting a promotion
Than any in recent history.
Make America great again.
Follow it all with new episodes every weekday on the NPR Politics Podcast.